title of the song is Seperti Kiri, which means the true value of education. The song says that education is only for a short duration of time, and so let us respect and obey our teachers and parents. For if we are sincere and disciplined, we can achieve our goal and have a successful life. So let us give our best.
I would like to just say a few things about our observation of Cultural Day. Many schools are observing Cultural Day today. Actually, according to the department, Director of School Education, the first Saturday of October should be observed as Cultural Day. So that is there in academic calendar, but since it falls on the Durga Puja vacation, that is why we have preponed and we are celebrating it today, Cultural Day. Why are we celebrating Cultural Day? Elders will know, but especially I want to just say a few to our students. I want everyone to listen because we are celebrating, setting aside this day, not just for namesake or time pass, but it has a significance. That is why we are celebrating Cultural Day. That is why I would like to say a few things here. Of course, the Cultural Day is a much awaited calendar event. Our students have been practicing since few weeks back, getting ready for this very day. So everyone, both the teachers and the students, they have been preparing, excited, and also very pleased that God has granted us a good day to celebrate. Cultural Day is marked with colorful, festive, and joyous preparation, the few days that we have been preparing. And the essence of Cultural Day is to instill in the younger minds the importance and value of our culture. We should not forget our culture. There are so many other cultures, the culture of the West, or the culture of the other Eastern countries which are affecting us. But I want to tell our youngsters, our culture is no less important. It is very rich and we are proud, and we should be proud of our rich culture and preserve it. Cultural Day is also celebrated and must be observed as many of our culture has been transmitted to us through oral traditions. What is oral traditions? I think you know it. Through the word of mouth. Earlier, our ancestors did not know how to read and write. So it has been passed on from oral tradition through folklore, stories, songs, or stories which are told to the younger children, from grandparents to parents and children like that. It has come down to us like that. And that is why even now, even in this context, in our generation also, that is why we are doing this. Our folk songs also, dance, or stories like that. Very soon we'll hear from our chairperson also, narration. That is how our ancestors has passed down the traditions to us. The traditional attires that you see around of the different tribes, the motifs, all the motifs that you see in the show, the dances, the songs, the craft, all has meaning. That is why we should celebrate. And when we are celebrating, we are simultaneously preserving our culture also. Cultural Day is important. Why? Because here, we get chance to interact with the elders also, with people around. And then stories. Like I said, stories are also narrated. I am sure it will be done in other schools also. And this is very important because the values that we have forgotten will be passed on to us. What are the values of us Nagas? We have never heard of locking the doors, isn't it, in the past? So those are the values. So through celebration like this and through the stories of our ancestors, we learn values such as honesty, not telling lies, not know how to tell lies, honesty, integrity. Your integrity, what you are when others are not around you. Being polite. I see few students do that. When you see people around, walking around, see, there are some young, small children also, when they see us around, they will speak to us in the dialect. Are you going? How are you? Like that. These two we hardly see these days in town areas especially. But these are very good practices, politeness. Not only talking to someone you know, but when you see passers-by, smiling and just saying a word or two, how nice it is. And also, through our culture, respect for elders. Respect for elders. We respect our elders. And dignity of labor. We don't feel shy to take up space. We don't feel shy to work. Being educated, learning to read and write does not mean that you should not work. We have to bring back our culture. We work as well as we study. And also to be self-reliant. We have not heard any Nagas in the past being beggars. We work, we till the land, and we earn our living. So, in our cultural day, I just want to let our youngsters also know that is our culture, and observing this day is very important. Lastly, I want to tell you that culture brings people together. Now here, we are in Kigwema community, but when we celebrate Cultural Day, when we celebrate this kind of events, we can invite others also. It brings closeness within clan, within village, within tribes in a community. It brings closeness, oneness. So this celebration is very important. With these few words, I will wind up, and I wish that everyone would have a pleasant time together. Thank you.
The richness of our folklore, songs, and dance. We are truly grateful to Government Higher Secondary School for organizing such a meaningful program. As I have also been given opportunity to share folklore, I would like to narrate a well-known story. There was once a widow who lived with her granddaughter. They were poor and often wandered from place to place to search food. One day, while searching, they came near a pond. In the middle of the waters stood a mill. Nearby, they saw a toad. Their grandmother humbly requested the toad to pluck their millet for them.
From Miss Melasenio and friends as they showcase the rich cultural heritage of our community through their universal language of dance with their theme Kigwema and Angami folk dance. Thus, anyone from these two villages were forbidden to marry each other. Despite this, the two continued to meet, herding cattle together. One day, they made a special plan for the next day. Every day would prepare a feast for the two of them and they would meet at a sacred spot. However, their plans were interrupted by a group of jealous women who were in love with Zoe. They came to know about their plans and decided to act. They deliberately delayed Zoe by holding on to his leggings and trapping him. Meanwhile, Derpity waited for a long time, but her lover did not show up. Her happiness faded, and a deep hurt grew within her. She began to think that his absence meant that he had betrayed her and was playing with her feelings. In her sorrow, she took a leaf, shaped it into a cup, and collected her tears. Still heartbroken, she decided to go home, leaving the leaf on a stone as a symbol of grief. As she finished her candle, Zoe suddenly appeared, rushing through the forest to meet her. He spoke to her, pleading her to stay, but her mind was set. She had chosen to believe that he had betrayed her. Desperately, he cried out, "Derpity, even if you won't come back to me, please look back just once." When she glanced back, she lifted the leaf with her tears and drank it in front of her. Yet, even this act did not melt her heart. After this, their meetings came to an end. Zoe married a woman from his own village, and Derpity married one of her suitors from her village. Many years later, as fate would have it, their fields lay close to each other. Zoe was in the field with his young son. They had forgotten to bring coal to start firewood. So Zoe sent his son out to borrow a firebrand. The shed from where the smoke was coming from belonged to Derpity. When she saw the young boy, she asked, "Whose son are you?" The boy replied, "Zoe is my father." She gave him the firebrand, but before he left, she took off her necklace and smoothed it over the boy's head, saying, "Do not deceive women the way your father did." The boy rushed back to his father and told him about the strange woman and the necklace. When Zoe realized it was Derpity, a deep sadness filled him. All day long he thought about their lost love, and as evening came, he returned home with a heavy heart. Thank you.
thank God and every one of you for giving me this opportunity to stand in front of all of you and share a little bit knowledge that I have about folklore. Today, I'll be narrating about the tale of Puriapatse. The story came from the Western Angami community of Jotsoma village. Puriapatse is a mountain peak. So today, I would like to delve a little deeper into the historic folktale of this mountain. Pulia was a man who belonged to the Nakro clan of Jotsoma village. He resided in the Pezu Jotsoma. As a young man who was seeking for marriage, he married a woman from Kohima village. And after his marriage, he wanted to hold a feast which was supposed to be held after a fruitful harvest. As a young man, he wanted to gain a title. So on his dispute to gain the title, he worked very hard alongside with his wife. But then, when the crops started to ripen, he suddenly noticed that the crops were being destroyed by an animal. On his mission to find the animal, he sharpened his bow and spear one night to find who the animal was. On waiting patiently, one night, when he was waiting for the animal, up to his surprising, it came out to be a big snake, which was destroying his animal. On seeing this, he was very surprised, but at the same time, he threw his spear on him and on the snake, but the snake ran away. But it was lodged with a spear that he has thrown on it. After coming back home, he described all these accidents which happened, and then he fell sick after that. After some time, they performed so many rituals to cure him, but they weren't able as he had killed a mountain spirit, which is the snake, and he died after some time. And on his death, the villagers went to find the snake, and they saw on the foothill of the falls there was a snake lying down with a spear on it. So they came to the realization that it was the snake which Pulia has killed. On the day of his death, his father went to the pig and mourned, Pulia, Pulia, who couldn't hold the feast? And there came an answer of Pulia's spirit saying, ho, ho, which means yes, yes. So his father followed the voice to the extent where he could hear it clearly. And there came a spot where it was heard clearly, so he placed a stone over there to let his son come and reside over there. And thereafter, the mountain came to be known as Puriapatse. Thank you.
South for pride, participating, warehouse.
I'm not very well versed with war cry, so if I make a mistake.
Since no one stood up, I'll just shout the war cry. There are many types of war cry. Okay, let me tell you. Maybe you are not aware, but during the funeral service, the war cry is different. During the in the forest, it's different. So we have different types of war cry. Anyway, I'll shout a war cry for all of us. Okay.
Time is all yours.
As we come to the end of the first session of the cultural program, I take this time to express a heartfelt.
Thank you, ma'am.
We would now like to request our distinguished guests
Yeah? 10. 10. Now, number 1. 10, okay. Now just be careful, okay? Yeah. The bullet might be once again. Number 4, right? 5. Now, number 5. Now, the last chance. Last chance. Number 1. Do you still have the bullet? Apply your physics. Skill 0. You're breaking the law of physics. Physics surgeon is here. Wait. 45. 35. Oh, your cell number? 2. 35. Now, number 3. Make it 50. You got it. Jug. Number 4. Bullseye. Wait. Good one. Here the bird away. 40. Hey, students, you better come down. Hello. You come down from there. Don't come this way. From the side, come. Go. Be a man. Next.
I will go to second warehouse. Vice Principal to please hand over the prizes. The group song.